My name's Anne-Marie Davidson and I'm the Head of Member and Democratic Services for Staffordshire County Council. I've been in my post for about 15 months now, and I've moved from being a member of a team to being responsible for supporting around about 20 to 25 people, and I'm very keen to be able to do that effectively, and so this is another effort, as you know, an opportunity to take myself away from the working environment and reflect on how I can do that for them. If I can work with my team to support councillors better, then obviously their ability to do more in their local areas is going to improve, because they'll be better supported and better developed to be able to do that. So I must say, without wanting to sound too grand, I'm hoping we'll be able to make quite a big impact for the communities themselves as well. I think the impact that your leader has on you, your line manager, those you work with who are in a position of power, is really influential. So when you're then in that position yourself, you have to think about how it affects you when you're on the receiving end, and therefore how you need to be supportive and move things on for the people who are relying on you. So, and it's not always easy to work out how you do that the best way. That's why it's good to come away and have that opportunity to do that with other people. On the 360-degree feedback, I seem to be doing a better job of leading upwards and outwards than with my team. And that was quite, I would say shocking, maybe the wrong word, but it's good to know that some of it's been quite successful, and I now know where I need to concentrate, I think, a little bit more. So, well, at the moment we're at this sort of encouraging self-awareness stage, and I suppose I've learned that I probably should have understood more about what was going on in my team than I did, so I'll have to work on that. But as to where I go and how I make an improvement on their perceptions about me, well, I'm hoping we'll learn more about that as we go through the programme, and seeing the resources that will be available to me, I hope I'll be able to take full advantage of those, and my scores will be better at the end than they were at the beginning. I think what I got out of the module was a reinforcement of a number of things that I had learnt in inverted commas before, but I find it's always better to have that opportunity to go over them. And what I've taken back are things about influencing and remembering that people have different things that play on their mind, and that you need to bear those in mind when you're trying to move things on. And we've been very successful actually in moving on some of the projects that we were starting sort of at the beginning of the year. In particular, a merger with another section that's gone really, really well, bearing in mind sort of employing those skills that we were. I think that the 360-degree feedback was very useful and painful in parts. One of the issues that my two reports came back to me with that I wasn't necessarily consistent in my approach to things. So when I went back, I shared with them about how useful it was and to have the feedback, and how I wanted to maintain that, and that I wanted to sort of get to grips with some of the, not criticisms, but areas for development that I had. And I think that they were appreciative of the fact that I had appreciated their input. I can't say that I've been entirely successful, because that's an ongoing process, but I think we're working better together as a team and individually. Well, I'd have to admit that the elections and the changes from the elections have somewhat stood in the way of us making a lot of progress, other than with induction for members. So we were very clear when we were putting together our programme on induction about the need to have stakeholder involvement, be very clear on leadership. All of the things that we did in the first two modules actually influenced what we put together for that induction, which went really, really well. So I think it's made quite an impact on from coming here on what we've delivered in Staffordshire. I think from our perspective at the moment, we're just getting to know our new administration. So whilst we have, if you like, top-down drivers, things that are coming to us from central government, we also have 49 new members who want to make a difference, who want to review the strategic plan, how they work in partnership with people. So we're sort of in that sort of finding our way sort of stage at the moment, and trying to work with them to give them enough in the way of information and opportunities to sit down together and with partners and with officers to find out what are the things that we need to face, because I don't think we know exactly what they are at the moment.